The Constitutional Court is tasked with determining if the current 200-200 split in the National Assembly unfairly disadvantages independent candidates. In terms of the amendment, the National Assembly is split in half, 200 regional and 200 national or so-called compensatory seats. Applicant in the matter, the Independent Candidates Association of South Africa, argues that it favors political parties while unfairly raising the expectation for an independent to gain a seat.
The question in this case is this: is an electoral system which accords independent candidates an opportunity to contest only half of the seats in the National Assembly, but by contrast accords political parties an opportunity to contest the entire 400 seats in the National Assembly? That decision has been chosen primarily in order to avoid a negligible or remote possibility of an overhang. Is that measure constitutionally valid?
The organization instead proposes an increase to 350 in the regional seats and a reduction to 50 in the compensatory seats. Respondents in opposition to this, however, argue that this could result in a risk of an overhang.
That decision to make 200 seats compensatory rather than 50, because that's the only debate, that decision to make 200 seats compensatory rather than 50 was eminently rational, it was eminently reasonable, and it was plainly constitutional.
The Constitutional Court further raised the issue of separation of powers and the risk of imposing an electoral system as a result of the relief sought by the applicant.
The court would basically be imposing an electoral system on the country.
Meanwhile, the One SA movement raised the 15% threshold of signatures, which it believes is a barrier to entry for independent candidates. A sentiment argued by the Rivonia Circle, the friend of the court in the matter. However, the IEC says that the 15% threshold is to ensure that only candidates with a serious intention to contest make it on the ballot. The matter continues on Wednesday. Canny, Maphanga, SABC News, Johannesburg.